welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the good feedback I got on my previous video, which I'll link below. So today I'm going to do the DrugStore Diva tag. I was tagged by the lovely Tina Loves Vanilla. I'll leave her links down below. She actually tagged me back in July, so I was thinking I was going to do a blog post, but since I've started doing videos now, I thought, why not? So I'm going to start with the first question, which is, what's your favourite DrugStore foundation? And mine is the L'Oreal True Match. I just really like this, and I think it's one of the best foundations, especially for DrugStore foundations out there, because it is super blendable. I think it has about 23 shades. I use this as my main foundation now, especially for every day, because it gives very good coverage. It's about medium to full coverage. It doesn't, cover all my blemishes properly, but that's fine because I would rather just have a normal look, and even if the spots are still showing, I'm still okay. Especially, love it. It dries a bit matte, so if you've got dry skin, you might want to use a good moisturizer or a primer. But I really like it. It's very easy to blend, it's easy to use, and yeah. I've got two which I really like. They're not DrugStore here in the UK, but in America I think they are. So one is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is really nice. I think this shade is Fawn. I like it because it actually matches my skin properly and it hides my blemishes. And the second one I like is a L'Oreal True Match, I know, concealer, and this one is in Cafe. I just put it on directly on my blemishes because they both have, well, not both, this has a doe foot and this has bristles, which I find quite annoying because it's kind of hard to use. But I like both of them, and I just use them. I use this nearer to my eye. That's the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and then I use the L'Oreal True Match one just around the blemishes, and I think they're really good, especially for DrugStore. In fact, I think that's all I use. I don't have any high-end concealer anymore because I like these two. They're quite good. For powder, it was very hard for me to find a DrugStore powder that I really like, just because the shade ranges were very limited. I know Revlon has and Rimmel has good ones, but I just didn't find any of those suit my shade suited very well. So I tried the Collection pressed powder, which is actually really good. I think it only goes for $1.99, but it's, what's the shade called? It's called Warm Bronze. So it is really nice. It blends out, or it adds some color to my face. I wouldn't say it gives a lot of coverage, it doesn't. It's more of a mattifying powder, personally for me, so you can put this in your makeup bag if you want, just to touch up during the day if you have oily skin. But if you don't have oily skin, I think it would be actually okay. I really like it, it's nice and it's very inexpensive. Moving on to bronzers. For bronzers, I've got two because I contour my face, and I also use a bronzer, which I only just bought recently, but I really like. So for contouring my face, let's see. My favourite is the Sleek Face Form, and this one is a contouring and blush palette. It is really nice, I'll show you. So in here you get a blush, you get a highlighter, and then you also get a contour. Yeah, I think it's really good. I think this is one of my favourite DrugStore purchases because you can take this anywhere with you, and you know you're covered for highlighting, blush, and also for contour. It's really good, and the contour side actually matches my skin properly. I can't say I'm the queen of contour, but I just use it on my cheeks and also the sides of my face, just so it blends really well, or it just gives me some sort of shape to my face, which is a bit round. So that's for that. And then for bronzer, this is just quite a new purchase. This is the Makeup Revolution Baked Bronzer, and this one's called Rock and Roll. I really like this. Like, I didn't expect to actually like it this much, but I do. It's very similar to MAC's Gold Deposit, but I don't think it lasts as long as that. But it just gives you that sun-kissed summer look on the face. It is very pigmented, and I think there are other shades, but if you're the same skin tone as me, I think you really like this. Even if you're paler, you just have to go with a really light tan. It is nice, it looks quite good, and I really like it. So that's for bronzing. And same goes for highlighting, because the highlighter is in this slick kit, but I don't really highlight my face like that. So moving on, what's the next question? I think it was blush. For blush, I use Sleek because Sleek is it's one of the only drugstore brands that I really like. And my favorite shade is Rose Gold, which it looks like this. It's really nice. It's simple, you just put it on my cheeks, it just adds that pinkish goldish look to my face because I don't really like wearing very bright blushes. I don't know, it's just personal preference, but I really like this and I use it very often. Now moving on to eyes. Okay, I did my eyebrows already, so I'll show you what I used. Eyebrows are like the most stressful thing to do ever. Like, I'm sure it's the same for most people, but they take the longest time. It takes me like probably 5 minutes to do it. So I'll show you what I use. Sometimes I use high end, sometimes I use drugstore, but when I'm using drugstore, these are what I use. First is this Rimmel brow pencil. You probably can't see, and the name's gone up and everything. It's really, but it is very good. The shade is black brown. I just use it to outline the outer sections of my eyes. It's really good for that. And then for fill it in, I use another Rimmel one, and that's the Sable brown. I just use it towards the outer corner of my brows. And then I use this spoolie. This spoolie is from a brand called, what's it called? Hemmer. It's just a new store. I think they're a Dutch brand or something, I don't know. But the spoolie is really good, so I just use it in between just to make sure that's not too dark. And then if I'm feeling very adventurous, I use the Sleek Brow Kit. It looks extremely messy. Oh god. Yeah, this is how it looks. It is very messy. But that's what I use. I use the powder section and it's really good. I've had it for quite a while. For primer, one of my favourite drugstore primers, and the only primer I'm using right now is the Essence I Love Stage primer. It's really nice and it comes with a doe foot applicator as well. It kind of looks quite similar to the Benefit Stadium Spray, which I really love, and I think this is amazing. You need just a little bit just in your eyes, and I just dab it in really quickly because I think it sets quite fast. I know it looks like it would interfere with your eyeshadow because of the colour, but it really doesn't. It's just beautiful. I really like it. It helps my eye shadow look more vibrant and last much more longer, especially if you've got oily eyebrows. So I like it. And then for eyeshadow, I think most of my eyeshadows are actually drugstore. Yeah, well, I have MAC palettes and I have some Urban Decay ones, but for the most time, and the ones I use every day, are actually drugstore one. One of my favorite ones, especially for base, is a Maybelline Kohl tattoo. I've done a blog post on this already, so I'll probably link it down below. This is beautiful. I've got 3 shades, but for today, what I'm wearing the pink gold, which looks like this. It's beautiful. I just used an eyeshadow brush and just apply on my eyelid, and that's it. You can actually just wear it like that, but I don't, or for today I didn't. What I did was I used the Makeup Revolution's palette, and this is called the Redemption Palette Iconic Tree, and everyone says it's a dupe for Urban Decay's Makeup 3, but I don't have heard it's one. I think it might be. Actually, these eyeshadows have very good pigmentation, and all the colours here are the type of colours I actually wear. It's not, you know, some palettes you just have them and then you just don't do anything with them, you don't wear them. But this one I've used all the shades at specific times or at different times. One of my favourite ones is actually the pink one, which is what I used today, and I put it on top of the Maybelline Color Tattoo, and it is beautiful. It makes it pop even more, and it's just amazing. I like it. For my crease, I've been loving, oops, what's going on here? I've been loving this Rimmel one, and this is Spicy Bronze. It is beautiful. It's very suitable for my crease, and that's why it's offered just inside, because it's quite dark. It's a nice bronzy colour, and actually if you use this with Maybelline Color Tattoos on and on bronze, it's beautiful. Try it. So yeah, I like this. And then for my brow bone, I use the same Makeup Revolution. I use this one. So they are good. Very good. Still on eyes, my favourite drugstore eyeliner, and the only eyeliner I've ever used is the L'Oreal SuperLiner. This is just beautiful. It's called the SuperLiner Perfect Sleep. I've used this for years, I think, since, well, not this one obviously, but for different ones. I think I've gone through loads, like maybe probably 10, because I love them. They're just beautiful. I've used this one, which is just the very pointed pen, and I find that this is actually easier, especially if you're a beginner. I also got the normal felt tip one, which is really nice. I like that one as well, but I like this because I don't really like to have my my eyeliner very prominent. Yeah, this is lovely, and that's the only one I've been using. For mascara, I think the only drugstore mascara that I really like is the Bourjois Volume 1 Second Mascara. They've got this in a waterproof version, but this is just the number one. And either way, they're still really good. Like, they last really long, and they hold a curl, and they keep it length and volume as well. The wand and the barrel look a bit intimidating, but they're actually really good. And the bristles are so tiny, so it just goes in and just accentuates your eyelashes, especially if you don't have. For lips, I've only got 2 products I really use. This is the lip liner. It's not really drugstore, I mean, it's not high end. I think I bought it from one of those £1 shops or anything, but I really like it. It's just the perfect colour for my lips. I don't even know the name. I think it's called Vital. But yeah, I just use it for my lips. And my favourite lip gloss at the moment, or the one I've been using for about a month now, is what I'm wearing now, and it's the Rimmel Apocalips. And yes, I can't remember the name of the shade now, but I will put it in the description below. It's just the paler, it's a very pale pink, but it's the one that actually suits my complexion, and that's why I really like it. It's got a nice one, so you can just put it in. It has a groove inside, so you don't have to dip it in twice. Once you bring this out, that's it. You just use it for your lips, and it is beautiful. I really like it. I've been wearing it, as I said, for a really long time. Well, for a month, and it's a long time for me actually. So that is the end of the tag. Thank you so much. I had so much fun doing this, and I hope to see you soon. Maybe I'll just be filming on Saturdays and uploading on Sundays, because filming is quite difficult for me actually. But yeah, I enjoy it, so I will see you in my next post.